Oh boy. Oh man. California, right? Gotta love LA. Gotta love LA. I was in Florida for a little bit, and Orlando, to be exact. It's my hometown, Orlando, Florida. I was home visiting my family, my sister and my brothers and stuff. And I realized the weed in Florida, Orlando especially, y'all gotta step y'all weed game up, man. The weed in Orlando, Florida is horrible. That is sad. And you would think that the weed would have gotten better in Orlando, but it didn't because it's medical. I mean, they're not recreational like us, but they are they're uh, they're medical. It's legal, as long as you got a card, or whatever, But they're still kind of iffy with that stuff. The weed, they might as well don't even sell weed in Orlando. The weed in Orlando is horrible. Like for real, for real. Like if somebody brought some of this California weed to Orlando, they'll make a killing. They would make a killing. For real, for real. But the weed is, yeah. But I digress. I'm here to talk about the new KFC nuggets. The KFC nuggets. That KFC, KFC is teamed up with Beyond Meat, right? And they let me put this out before I get kicked off. Beyond Meat is teamed up with KFC, and they have a they have the chicken, like they got Beyond Meat breast and legs and shit, but then they also got the nuggets. And then my friend bought. They got it out here in LA, and then my friend bought some, so I tried one of the nuggets, and it's horrible. They're killing us, man. And Beyond Meat and Impossible is in everybody's menu. Son told me to buy some of that stock back in the day, but I didn't think it would be this. I said, "There's no way they're gonna put this kind of poison out to the public." And lo and behold, every restaurant from Carl's Jr. to I don't even think does McDonald's have a Beyond Meat or Impossible product yet? Does anybody know? I don't know if they have it or not, but I know every other fast food restaurant is getting Beyond Meat. I don't even think Taco Bell even got that Beyond Meat or Impossible Meat in their tacos now, if I ain't mistaken. But if they don't, all of these fast food restaurants are going to have that fake meat stuff. I don't like. There's certain ones you got to get. You got to go to like Whole Foods and get your like that I guess you would call it vegan meat. Go to like Whole Foods. I actually don't subscribe to none of that stuff. If you're gonna be vegan, be vegan. Don't have no substitute. Go straight vegetable. That's what a vegan is. They don't have substitutes. They're straight vegan. They don't eat anything, meat like. Why would you want anything meat like if you're supposed to be quote unquote a real vegan? You shouldn't want anything compared to meat. You should just want salad and stuff and carrots all day and fruit because that's boring as hell, ain't it? Because being vegan is boring. I've tried this shit. It's healthy for you now, but it's boring. But that KFC Beyond Meat nuggets, that it tastes like it was made. It tastes like somebody made like you feel like you're eating plastic to me. It tastes like you're eating plastic. If y'all haven't tried it yet, go try the KFC Beyond Meat nuggets. It's hard. It tastes like that the people who made these nuggets made it in a lab coat. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be all the food now. That's going to be all the food now. All the food is going to have. It's going to be made out of plastic shit. It's going to be plastic. That's Beyond Meat and the Impossible Burger stuff, which the stock is going through the roof. Because, like I say, every restaurant I would say, hell, by the end of this year, 2022, every restaurant is going to have a Beyond Meat Impossible option. Like I said, KFC, of course, just came out, but they're fake chicken now. Like I said, they're gonna have. I don't know if Wendy's got it yet. Like I said, they're gonna have. Wendy's is gonna get it. Wendy's is gonna have their chili, their Beyond Meat, Impossible chili. You can get because Wendy's is kind of known for their chili too as well. You can get chili from Wendy's, so they're gonna have the Beyond Meat Wendy's chili. They probably bring it if they don't already have it. They probably gonna have that come out maybe when it gets towards the next fall. But I guarantee you, by the end of this, matter of fact, I may look into buying some of that stock. I may look into that because I'm thinking by the end of 2022, because I already know that it's already expensive because it's already almost in everything now. That stock is going to be I mean, that stock now is probably through the roof. So I already imagine by the end of the year. But like I said, by the end of 22, everything's going to be fake plastic meat, you know, Beyond Meat, fake this, fake that. That stuff is that stuff is horrible, man, for your body. I lost 60 pounds over the COVID, over the pandemic. I said I'm not because I was already big going into the COVID thing. I said I'm not. I can't be bigger sitting home. So I started going to the gym. I lost like about I said that's about 40. I lost about 40 pounds during the pandemic, which I'm proud of. I'm still going. I want to drop another 30. So I'm going to the park tomorrow and get my run on. Because I kind of fell off. But yeah, this Beyond Meat, man. This stuff. Don't eat this shit, y'all. Just go get you some vegetables. Go to get it's going to have to get to the time to the point where we're going to start just eating what God put here. Vegetables, eating whatever is not man-made. Because America is going crazy. America doesn't care about human beings. That's what I believe. It cares about money. Hell, I hear you know what? Being out here in LA, I learned that even in LA, and I think it's going to be it's going to start being all over the Americas. America, like I said before, America worships money. I even got T-shirts called it America worships money. To the point, like I said, being in LA, people want to know what you do for a living to even give you a good conversation, to even have a conversation with you. The first thing they ask you in LA, I'm not how you doing, where you from, what do you do? And gauge on what you do. That's whether they're going to give you a happy conversation or they're going to give you, you're just a janitor. Well, I don't care about talking to you. You know what I'm saying? They want to know how much your income is. If I say I was a doctor, you pretty much can gauge I'm making some big money. If I said I was a doctor, if I said I was a painter a painter, you can kind of gauge, okay, you know what I'm saying? He's a worker. He's a blue collar guy. You can kind of gauge I probably make maybe between 30 to 35, probably 30 to 45,000, maybe if that. Sometimes probably less than that, 25 to maybe 40,000. If I've been give or take how long I've been a painter, you know what I'm saying? But people gauge you by what you do out here. And that's going to be all over America because America's going to be about America. We worship money here. It's all about money, and these companies are trying to figure out ways to, if they can give us fake food without having to give us fresh meat, fresh cheese, growing stuff, they can just go into a lab and make everything. Why have a farm? Why pay a farmer? We can just mass produce this stuff. It'll never spoil. I guarantee you that Beyond Meat Nugget, if somebody did that, that challenge they were doing at McDonald's where they had food sitting out and the food was still perfect after being out for like a month, no mold or nothing. I'm pretty sure that Beyond Meat Nugget, somebody needs to do this challenge. Get one of those Beyond Meat KFC nuggets and let it sit out for like about a month and see if that stuff get any mold on it or even start to rotten. I bet it doesn't because all that stuff is fake. You eating plastic. We're eating plastic. Has no nutritional value. The taste of it is like it's trying to be a chicken nugget, but it's not. It's even worse. Remember those chicken nuggets we used to get back when we was in elementary school? Them chicken nuggets was horrible. Tasted like rubber. You know what I'm saying? They don't even taste like that. It's the consistency of it. I was like, first time I bit into it, I was like, this is when I bit into that nugget, you know what I thought to myself? I said, it's the end of the world. They're going to start giving us plastic food now. When I bit into that nugget, and I was like, yeah, this is going to be bad. They're gonna push this plastic food. We're gonna be eating plastic food, which means people are going to be living less longer than they have because we're not going to have any nutritional going to actually get something made from an animal like a hamburger or actual chicken drumstick from a real chicken. That's going to be expensive. That's going to be like, oh, you eating real food. Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's going to be expensive, and all the plastic shit, all the regular people who can't afford to, it's already like that with the organic stuff, but it's going to be with the poultry now and the meat products and the eggs. They're going to make everything plastic for the regular people, and then if you want the real stuff, it's going to cost you. If you want a real steak and not a Beyond Steak or Impossible Steak, because it's going to be so mass produced, because they ain't got to go to no farms no more. They can just make the shit in the lab. They can put it out. It don't spoil. They ain't got, because real food spoils. Real food rottens. Real food plants die. Real meat. It spoils. You see what I'm saying? And starts to deteriorate. So when they have these farms and all this stuff and all this poultry and all this meat sitting up and it's not moving. They can't sell it fast enough. A lot of people ain't eating hamburgers like they used to no more. So they got all this meat stuff, all these slaughtered cow flesh that's sitting in this room that they got to get out and sell before it spoils. They don't keep it in the refrigerator for so long. It's going to start spoiling. You can get people sick. They can lose a lot of money, get sued. You know what I'm saying? So damn, let's make a meat, something that we can just have sitting up in the damn warehouse. You know what I'm saying? They ain't got to have no refrigerator no more. They can have it sitting up in a warehouse somewhere in a box. You know what I'm saying? And they can just mass produce that. It can sit there for decades, and they ain't got to worry about it spoiling. And they ain't got to throw a bunch of meat out if it spoils and they didn't sell it. That's where, of course, we're gonna kill a lot of people because people are going to get cancer and shit, and they're going to get ulcers because we ain't giving no nutritional value. But fuck them, whatever, it tastes good. You know what I'm saying? And we making a profit, and we ain't losing no money. Forget the public. Forget if they die. We getting paid and we saving money. So that's the as I eat a little Debbie snack. But yeah, don't eat that. It's horrible. I just want to go live. Don't eat that Beyond Meat shit. Them chicken nuggets. Don't eat that. It's horrible. It's not good. KFC chicken nuggets, Beyond anything. It was horrible. The friend who got it, he liked it. Homeboy liked it. He thought it was okay. I guess because he already spent his money for it. He was like, fuck it. But yeah, that Beyond Meat KFC stuff, nugget, don't eat that. It's horrible. Horrible. I was like, but like I said, I bit into that nugget. I was like, yeah, it's the end. They finna give us fake food now. When I bit into that nugget, I said, it's a wrap. They're gonna mass produce everything fake now. Chicken, burgers, everything's gonna be fake. A fake steak. You're not gonna be able to get a real steak, T-bone steak, cutting into it, the blood and all that stuff. If you want it medium rare, that's gonna be not looked at as a delicacy. That's going to be like, you want a real steak from a real cow? Oh shit, that's going to be $100. You know what I'm saying? Because everything's going to be they're giving us plastic now. They're going to give us plastic food. You think people are this big now because all the hormones in the food, yeah, it's about time for us to figure out how to get out of America's getting too corrupt to even live in. There's too much. Yeah, there's too much going on. When I take even the food, they tamper with the food now. They got Beyond Nuggets. That stuff is plastic. They tamper with the food. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. For real. But I just want to give it my little 2 cents about this KFC. It's horrible. It's hard. It tastes like a chicken. When you taste the Beyond Meat chicken nugget KFC has, you want to get a real nugget after eating one. You're like, okay, I want some nuggets. I don't want this shit. I want some real nuggets. It makes you want real chicken nuggets. It makes you like, oh, yeah, I want me some real nuggets. You want to spit that shit out and it gives you a taste for some real chicken nuggets. That it tastes like it's trying to be a chicken nugget, but it's not, and it's horrible. So that's all I gotta say. I'm gonna go ahead and get off this thing. I just want to give my little rant about KFC and about the food industry getting ready to poison all of us. So make sure you guys eat plenty of vegetables and take your vitamins because it is the end of the world. And I appreciate you guys watching. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, Charles Inez World. And you guys take care.